So Roger Goodell says that Bad Bunny is going to stay on as a Super Bowl performer. And I want to throw this out there. He is a United States citizen. You know, for someone who talks about Mega and all that, do you realize the Super Bowl has had 14 acts not born in America perform? They've been part of it. But if you only want American acts, which mainly reads country acts, let's look at it. You've had U2, you've had Coldplay, you've had Shakira, you've had the Rolling Stones, you've had Paul McCartney, you've had Sting, The Who, Phil Collins, Shania Twain, The Weeknd, Rihanna, to name a few. Now, and they started having Super Bowl acts since '93 and Michael Jackson. So you're talking about 32 years of Super Bowl acts. That is about 42, almost 45% of the acts that have performed at the Super Bowl have been overseas acts. Because then you got to factor in that Bruno Mars did it twice. So if we deduct, thinking about some acts that have done it multiple times, eh, So you think about it. Out of 32 acts, you've had 14. That percentage is pushing almost half. So they don't practice what they allow to be preached. Bad Bunny, whether you like Bad Bunny or not, is American soil product as an artist. And I mention that because, all this craziness about being patriotic and all that. Well, if they have their way at the Super Bowl, they have a lot of country acts. But how many country acts are really happening that can fill that capacity? Catalog is what I'm talking about. Think about it. How many do you have? How many acts that generally could connect now? You know. So it speaks volumes that I was like cracking up about how people are getting upset. But let's look at what you got. Most of your acts are older that have that kind of catalog that can fit to that criteria. And they're not really, you got to have a certain act that really can gear somebody that can, you know, people relate to, that they like. And the acts that I mentioned were all big in the States. And you got to realize probably somewhere in time, Ed Sheeran will be on there. Somewhere along time, he'll probably get that gig. Maybe in a Harry Styles. I mean, you just think about it. Adele's turned it down. So imagine if she didn't turn it down. But it's almost nearly the acts that are half. And you got to put that in consideration. This is what they try to, you know, how they homogenize stuff and talk about stuff. But I'm glad to see that, I don't like Roger Goodell, but at least he's saying that Bad Bunny can stick. Bad Bunny is American act, so what's the problem? Yeah. What is the problem? You don't like it for what? Born on American soil, that's American act. Mm-hmm. What is the problem? I want you to explain that one away. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and share the video if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm on one time. Peace.